function, you will end up with another sinusoidal function, which, if you look at a graph, the derivative, when the slope is 0 for the new graph, that's an x-intercept. So here, the slope is 0, which will be an intercept, intercept, intercept. So then when you look at that graph, you're basically creating a new sinusoidal function. So when there's a periodic function, you will end up with a periodic function. So if we have to say we are given y equals sine x, what would y prime be? Cos x, good. And if we had to do the derivative of cos x, what would it be? Negative sine x. So those are your two big rules for this section. So if we had this as a quick example, if you remember back to the constant multiple rule, if we had something that was like y equals negative 3x squared, that negative 3 in front, it always stayed in front. But because we were multiplying this 2 down, we just multiplied the two of them together. But it was always still just staying there. So if we have something that's 4 sine x, that 4, it's still just a constant out in front. It stays there, and then you simply just take the derivative of sine x, which we just said what it was. So the y prime of this will be the 4 staying the same, and the sine x, the derivative of sine x, is cos x. So that will be your y prime. Just want to mention this example, that pi is still just a number. So if we wanted to find y prime, what will be the derivative of that first term? Just pi. And the derivative of the next part? Good. So so all the same rules are still applying. So we're going to do this example. So this is actually a chain rule. So if we had to say what our f and our g, because remember chain rule is the derivative of the outside with g inside times g prime. What would be our outside function here? The inside function is 3x. And now we can take the derivative of those. And then we have 3. So if we substitute this into the derivative, our y prime is going to be the derivative of the outside, negative 2 sine, but we have to put g inside. What is our g? 3x. And then we have to multiply by g prime, which is 3. And can this simplify? Good. So that's one way. We can write it as y equals cos x times cos x. So the same thing twice. So if we're doing cos x times cos x, that's fine. Is there another way that we can write that if we have the same thing times itself? Cos x squared. So when you're looking at this, even though this 2 is right there, that is also written in this way. It's just a short form if we write the 2 there. So you can either write it like this, or you can write it like this. Now, depending on which one you prefer, which strategy or which rule will you have to follow if you're going to do that one? Product. You have cos times cos, so you have to do the product rule. If you're going to do this one, what rule do you have to follow? Chain. So I'm going to do chain rule because if you choose to do product rule, you will have to simplify more at the end. Okay? So if we're going to follow the chain rule now, y prime, let me go back to blue. Y prime is going to equal f prime, which is 2, but we have to put g inside, which is cos x. Then we have to multiply by g prime, which is negative sine x. And can we simplify this? So the negative can come and multiply in the front, and we have cos x sine x. Could we have written it as negative 2 sine x times cos x? Yeah, the order of multiplication does not matter. So because we have a multiplication, we have to follow the product rule. What's the product rule? Awesome. So we have to be able to say what is f and what is g. And what is our f? Good. And our g? Can we take those derivatives? Go ahead. Okay, what's f prime? 4. X cubed, yay. G prime. Yay. Now let's use our product rule. We have f prime. Oh wait, so this is f prime of x? equals 4x cubed times rg sine x plus rg prime cos x times f x to the 4. Can this be simplified at all? No, we can rewrite it, but those are not like terms, so it cannot simplify anymore.